Yes, perfect.
Thank you very much for your patience and welcome to the Rejoice Alberta Judges Category number 2 of Season 8. My name is Deborah Russell and I'm your host for tonight. A brief little bit of housekeeping before we start. If you need to use,
Yeah. Can you
I think
see?
that's okay. There we go.
Can you
If you need to use the washrooms, please go out the double doors at the back, turn left, and the washrooms are right there on the right. Also, please note that voting is free tonight and is open to allow time enough for everyone around the world to vote in a timely manner. There will be a short break right after the contestants' performances to allow time to collaborate the results. On behalf of the organizers, judges, and contestants, I am delighted to welcome you to tonight's singing competition. We're truly excited to have such a wonderful audience joining us for an evening filled with music, talent, and inspiration. Tonight, you're going to hear a group of passionate performers who worked very hard to be here. Each contestant brings their own unique style, voice, and story to the stage. Singing takes courage, dedication, and heart, and we applaud every contestant for stepping forward to share their talent with us. We are also grateful to our distinguished judges, whose experience and insight will help guide the competition and will provide valuable feedback to the performers. Most importantly, again, thank you to our audience, both here and online. Your energy, encouragement, and applause help create a supportive atmosphere that we need to make events like this so special. So sit back, enjoy the performances, and join us in celebrating the power of music and the incredible talent on stage tonight. Let's meet our judges. She is a 3-time Canadian Gospel Award nominee. She has a reputation for smooth, pure, passionate, and intense vocals, a worship leader, and vocal coach. Internationally, her singles made the top 100 Christmas songs on CD Baby and won many other nominations and awards. The longest serving judge on Rejoice Alberta, the beautiful Tamara Boyce.
Woo!
He is a multi-talented gospel singer, musician, and is currently director of Faith Community Church Choir. He is the leader of the group Crazy Fingers and has directed lots of groups and choristers. He is also an award-winning director of the musical group Essence of Praise. He is a traveling musician who has traveled to attend and perform at conferences as far as South Korea. Cute and easygoing, very sexy. Her mission is simple yet profound, to help people find peace, identity, and purpose through God's love. Through her powerful Afro gospel sound and her beautiful smile, she carries a global mandate, igniting worship, inspiring transformation, and spreading the message of hope to the world. And we're just gonna ask Tamara if you wouldn't mind just giving your expectations of what we expect. Hello. Hello. So, I think it's really easy sometimes for people to get into their head for performance. And I want you to really sing from your heart and sing into feeling. Let it so that when we're hearing your song, you're telling a story, but always the technical sound. Okay? So make sure that you're connecting over the stage to us so that we're going, oh, gotcha. That was really good. Okay, thank you very much, Tamara. And so we're gonna just, sorry, I'm getting ahead of the speakers. So I just want to know, what was your inspiration for yourself?
Well, I went through a pretty hard time this summer. I had a lot of stress and I just didn't know where God was in my emotions. And I just felt like He was calling me to do this song because He helped me overcome with His goodness and His grace.
Perfect. Okay, well, I can let you go ahead. Give us. And we're just gonna go to our judges for some feedback. Tamara?
Well, hello, my friend.
Hello.
This is a very, very tough, it's not an easy song. So I wanna, because it's mostly the key that's the hard part or the challenge in the song. So I'm quite happy that you chose something that is gonna be there for you. Your whistles were really pretty. Your lower notes were really clean. And you've got power. A little piece in vocal coaching, okay? When you hit that overcomer, when you're hitting the M, you want to get off of it quick because the M stays up there when you're going, I don't know, I haven't warmed up, but if I'm going, you're in, come. So, do you hear how it's like right here? Versus and you and you shift it back down. Does that make sense? Versus when you're singing, because I haven't warmed up yet, but I'm just trying to hit that one note. So it's like, come here. So you want to drop that so that you're not up in that nose piece because you landed on that quite a bit and it was very nasal, that right up here. And you could even tell with the way you're smiling that you were shifting it right up here. And we just want it to be like a C where you pop up and down, pop up, down, and then get it back into the back of your mouth. But over that, really great job today.
Perfect. And Barry?
Yes, I'm definitely gonna agree. I like your energy. However, I felt you could have used a little bit more of the stage and been a little bit more convincing. But I love your energy. I love your smile. Again, Tamara's the vocal coach. I'm the listener in terms of just a musician. But I know the song, but I don't know it. I would love for you to pronounce the words a little bit clearer, right? So that's the tough thing with the common songs is that we have to think of the audience who don't know the words. So just be conscious of when you're singing, just pronounce your words. But I love what I hear.
Lily?
Beautiful. How are you? How old are you again? Wow. Wow. Seriously. No, I think you did a phenomenal job. I love the way you hold the mic. And she's very good at, removing it when it's too loud. Some people don't know how to use the mic properly. And I think as a singer, it's important that you know how to use your microphone. Everything my colleagues have said is beautiful. Never mind Barry, he's not just a musician, he's a very good musician.
Very good.
Very good. So he knows exactly what he's trying to listen to. So great job, great job. I felt like sometimes maybe because you were running out of breath, we couldn't hear you or you swallowed your words, or there were times where it felt like the music was a little louder than your voice. So you have to control all that. But overall, I think you did a great job.
Yeah, good job. No more feedback.
Okay, our next contestant is
You don't
Edith
see that.
Sinache.
Well, not really.
You want to on the stage?
No one's going to tell her. So you have to do this way. I'll take this way.
All right. Here she comes. Awesome. It's not
Yes.
How are you? Good, thank you so much. Awesome. We're just gonna get a word from Barry here just to say what the expectations are for this evening's performance.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm doing okay. Okay.
Awesome. So our main thing is we want to feel whatever you're singing. We want to feel part. We want to feel part of that. We want it to be convincing. And our over the years, our biggest advice is use the stage. Right, stage is there. Don't just we're not here to recital. We're here to see you sing and minister and all that. So just be aware that you have a crowd of people here, but you also have a purpose to minister.
Thank you, Barry.
I'll add one thing. Let's see your eyes, because I remember Tamara the last time. So we want to see your eyes as you sing, because you've got beautiful eyes.
Thank you. Thank you. So you chose a song by Rejoice Alberta. What was the reason you chose that song? I chose the song because I can relate to the song because I'm in a period of darkness in my life. And it just reminds me that God has the final say. We just have to keep going and never give up because the minute you give up, it's the end. So it always encourages me to keep going. So this is why I do that. Perfect. Well, we'll let you get on with your performance. Thank you. Thank you. Everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. Everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. Oh, yes, Jesus. Alpha and Omega. Ah, everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. Everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. Everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. Everything you do is good. You are God. You are God alone. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is yeah and amen. Dependable God. You are the ruler of my heart. Alpha and Omega. Beginning and the end, you live inside of me. You are the Lord of my life, captain of my salvation. Beginning and the end, you live inside of me. You are the ruler of my heart, Alpha and Omega. Beginning and the end, you live inside of me. You are the God of my life, judging on my salvation, beginning and the end. You live inside of me. You have the final word, final word, final word. Your word is Yahweh, dependable God. You have the final word, final word,
Thanks very much. That's what eyes on the screen.
Yeah, I know.
Well, okay. Okay, so we're gonna go to our judges. We're going to Barry to start. Barry?
I like how you express yourself, definitely. The thing that I was just concerned when you went to the higher notes.
Okay.
Was a bit pitchy there.
Okay.
Maybe someone like Tamara could teach you how to get there. Was that falsetto? Is that what it was?
It was, is it on?
Yeah.
Sorry. She was trying to do a bit of a belt, but it was just around her break. So then she flipped forward kind of into a head blend. And then it was pitchy when you hit it, but yeah.
Yeah, so just be mindful of that. A lot of times, unfortunately, I'm not familiar with the song, but a lot of times when we hear a song, we feel that we have to sing it as it is.
Yes.
And sometimes that's not the best choice. But I mean, I like how you brought us along in the journey of the song. Yes, good effort.
Lillian?
I think if we look at what you did the first time,
Yes.
this song and the way you did this one in comparison to the first one, I think it was better. I feel like it was a better song choice, just a little bit better because the key is a little higher than what you did the last time.
Yes.
So you were able to show a higher part of your vocal. However, I have concern in terms of I know you guys had the option of choosing your own song
Yes.
this time again, and sometimes it's easier to choose what we're comfortable with rather than remembering this is a competition. We want to see versatility. The song is very repetitive, and I'm glad you tried. Like I think SK gave you some tips during rehearsals, and I could see you took some of that you took a lot of what he told you in terms of trying to sing the song differently every time, but there wasn't too much in the song to allow you to have that freedom to do a whole lot because it keeps repeating itself somewhat, right? So sometimes when we're choosing a song, depending on the occasion or what we're doing, as an artist, you have to look at your audience and have to look at what you're doing and decide how to pick songs. But overall, this is way better than the last time. Thank you.
Um, so I put in better, great uses of the stage this time. I put in your shoulder. I love that shoulder shrug.
There was an attitude, eh?
I was like, I so loved that shoulder shrug. And as a part of it, I started, in your mind wanders, I'm like, could I do that? Would that work on stage for me? Like, I really like that. Careful high notes. I actually put a boring song for a song competition.
Yep.
It's the words that I wrote down.
Yep.
Because I just don't feel like you took us anywhere. I felt like it would be great for a worship service in the middle of a worship set, but this was the right venue, the right option, the best for your voice. You did a good job on it. It just wasn't quite what I think you needed to bring to this event to deliver what I think you could do.
Okay.
All right, so don't be scared to try new things.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Julia Gonzalez. Julia, would you like to join us on the stage? Okay, Julia. So tonight you're singing Break Every Chain by Tasha Cobbs. Can you explain to us why you chose that song?
Well, I chose this song because like it resonates with my passion for music. Because with music, I like to inspire others and also helping animals. So, and also this is a great reminder that you can break all the chains and things that limit you, and all the hatred, all the all your problems. God can break that chain. You just have to believe. He can break any chain.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much for your performance. Thank you.
There's power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. Break every chain, 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 break every chain. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising up. There's an army rising, rising up to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain, to break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Do you hear the tonight? It's rising, yeah, it's all right, it's the more judges. William.
Wow. May God forgive me. It's the first song to say, because when you started, I wrote down on my paper, very old song, better tone choice to showcase voice. But when you did the song, it didn't sound old at all. You brought life into it. You made it sound afresh, like you put passion into the song. I would still say, considering, just so everyone knows, these contestants this time were given the task of choosing a song by a Black artist to celebrate the Black History Month. So I think there are a lot more songs that have been done since that you could have chosen, but you chose this. We could see the passion. You did a phenomenal job. You did a fantastic job. Well done.
So yeah,
It's fun. You come up and you're like, hi.
Then you bring out this voice.
You roar when you're singing, and it's beautiful. You have a very beautiful voice.
Yeah.
You have really great tone and good vibratos. Um, there, there is a bit of a lack in control in your ability to stay in pitch. So when you're doing like the break yell, when you hit falling down, when you hit the word down, it was off almost every time. And so part of that is just control. Part of it is knowing, keeping the diaphragm pressure, the support engaged all the way to the end versus using it all in your scream and then running out. And so by the time you're falling down, it's like down, right? When you're just off. The other piece is the scream is a really cool tone, but it's better when you don't do it every single time. I would have said do it once or twice and then throw it in like a rotation where the next time is a belt and the next time is maybe a yodel or a flip or a vocal fry and then throw it back in. So by the time you were getting near the end, I was at the point now, I'm actually, you were getting tired vocally and I could see it because your chin would start going right and your chin would jut all the way out by the time you're getting it. And when you first started, it wasn't, which means if you push it there, you're going to hurt yourself. Because in order to get that sound, your larynx has to like vibrate against each other with the muscles tight. And if you do it too much and you don't do it quite right, you can actually get nodes and hurt your vocal cords. So by mixing it in, it'll become a better communication to us out here. But at the same time, it'll help give your vocal cords a moment to kind of reset and not be rubbing against each other. Now, that's being me picky. If I'm not being picky and I'm just sitting here, I'd be like, dang, that girl can sing.
Thank you.
Okay, so fantastic job. I'm just here also to help give you some tips to help you on your journey.
I
Okay.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tamara. Very.
Just to agree with what my colleagues are saying, the key thing is just like she talked about the yell, or the, is that the word?
Yeah, it's a vocal yell.
Vocal yell. Just with any form of song, whether you're a musician, whether you're a vocalist, if you give us everything at the beginning, there's nowhere else for the song to go. So we kind of tapped out because we're like, okay, you gave us 10 at the, so that you gave us your maximum. Take us on a vocal journey. Right? So a lot of times you're singing, what captures people is like, all right, there's a, whether I know the song or whether I don't, there's a path that we're taking. So each time there's, you know, I would have preferred that being at the end, the more dramatic, the climax, whatever that is, bring it to the end. But if you gave us that at the beginning, then all we're saying is what else is there? So it was, yeah, you have a strong voice, and you gave us good on the stage, you have a really beautiful voice. And I don't want to, don't take this as negative, but be careful when you're mixing your ministry with performance. Right? So sometimes some of it came across as like you were convincing, but at the same time, I know you have a heart of loving the song. So just be mindful of that, right? So, but great job, great voice. But no matter if the competition or not, be mindful of not giving everything at the beginning. Because as a listener, we're just like, okay, we got to do this for another 3 minutes, right? So just be mindful of that. But very, very strong voice.
Thank you very much.
So much.
Thank you so much. Our next performer is Jay Scope. Jay Scope, could you join me on the stage, please? What do you think so far? So Jay Scope, you're going to be singing "Oh Manna" by Chandler Moore. Can you tell us why you chose that song?
This song, good everybody. This song connected to the journey of my life because I was born in Europe. I lived in Ukraine for 16 years, and this song means does and does impossible things. So I mean, truly journey of my life has been just rumbling, turning, and God brought me here. I mean, God has done a lot in my life. I have my grand parenting love from Ukraine also here tonight, and my daughter watching it's just like a dream coming true. And that's why I choose.
Perfect. Well, we're looking forward to hearing it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for covering me tonight. So, I'm gonna keep the kids out of the way. Talk to you today. Let's
go.
I know he loves me. I know he keeps whenever I go. I know he'll be right there in times of trouble. He's mine, but I know no fear. I know he'll be right there. Yeah, he really does what he says he'll do. But God really moves so. Well, look down where the always come true. My God really moves so.
Woo!
Really, really moves so. Sit down. I know he loves me.
Oh, yes.
I know he keeps. Whenever I fall, I know he'll be right there. In times of trouble, he's my help. 'Cause I know no fear. I know he'll be right there. He really does what he says he will do. But God really moves so. I will let down where he always do true. I've got to really move so.
Woo!
He really does what he says he will do. I've got to really move so. I will let down where he always gets true. I've got to really move so. Really move so. It really hurts for me, oh. He never fails right now. Oh, man, you always the time. You get to know. Oh, man, you leave the 99 always for the one. Oh, man, you always the time. You get to know. Oh, man. You leave the 99, always for the one who remember. You always in time, you can do no wrong. Remember. You leave the 99, always for the one who remember. You always in time, you can do no wrong. Remember. You leave the 99, always for the one. Hey, he really does what I says he will do. My God really moves so. Hey, why would down when he always got to? My God really moves so. Hey, he really does what he says he will do. My God really moves so. I'm a down when he always got to. My God really moves so. Really moves so. It really comes through for me. Oh, oh. He never fail, he never fall, he never lie. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you.
All right. It's the right time. Okay, it's yours.
Is he on tape?
Oh, man.
Enjoying.
Honestly, like the energy on that stage made me want to just get up and start to dance and just feel the mood. And that's even without the bass blaring in that track. Man, so good. Um, night and day from your last performance. Like this one was so much better. I'm really glad we were back to see this because this was very entertaining. I put in here this is a great choice, song choice for you. You could tell, you could feel it, you could tell that you meant it, you could tell that you were worshiping God, and at the same time you were connecting with us. Really great stage presence. Some of the higher notes, mm, you know, I don't know the song to on beside what I've heard like on my Spotify playlist when it throws in. And some of those higher notes, I don't think they were on pitch, but because of the style of the music, it worked. And it was fun. But I could tell when you're doing your hey oh, at the very end, there was like, not at the very end, but the very top height of that, I was wondering, I'm like, is that, I don't know. I don't know the song well enough to know, but when I started listening to the chords in it, it felt a bit off. Your lower notes and your singing in that part, solid. So really great job on those. And once again, I felt like dancing with you. So thank you.
Thank you.
You just have to go to the dance next
Right?
Very
Definitely your energy is up there.
Yeah.
And that's, again, people want to feel part of what we're doing. And if we can fix those bit of vocals, because what's going to happen with the song's not as energetic as the concern, right? So make sure we hit those notes. But in terms of your expression and making us feel part of it, that's a major. But we also have to fix, make sure we hit those notes. Because a lot of times, as we know, uh, our vocals are masked by the energy and whatnot. So we just gotta be mindful that we're hitting those notes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. Lilia?
Um, I want to say that your voice, you do have a unique tone to your voice. Actually, it's very unique to you. That I think now that I've heard you twice, I can almost, if I hear you, I would know that's J School. However, you need some work. And just from Wednesday rehearsal to today, I could see that you ran with a lot of things that you were told. You put all the work in. You did a phenomenal job from just the difference between somebody working with you just for a few minutes. So it means that if somebody was to work with you for a little longer, it would be very different, right? So I think that that song worked well. I mean, especially because there was not a lot of instrument to that song, like it was acoustic version. Yeah, right. So for you to work with that song without having the full bells and whistles that Chandler Moore had with the audience and everything, you did a great job. If you're gonna do songs, I would say just because of your tone of voice and right now by the time you get trained better, but it's better you have songs that are fuller that would help complement your voice. But overall, great job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Great flow.
It's good.
Next up, we have Christelle Salvatore. Christelle, if you'd like to join me on the stage. So we might see you welcome us to the rest of this. Like me.
Don't want to be in one. Yeah.
Lovely tonight. So much. You're welcome. Okay, so Christelle, you're singing "Take You to the King" by Temple Man. Could you please explain why you chose that song?
Yes, so I chose this song because I feel like it's very crucial for like when you're having, for example, experiencing troubles to like to surrender to him and like not surrender to your problems, but surrender like everything to him, like all your worries, and then let him do the things that is the best for you.
Awesome. Okay, I'll wait forward to your performance. Thank you.
Let's wait.
She can hear it now. Yeah, yeah. Perfect.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Take me to the king. Through this time, options of you. I'm trying to pray, but where are you? I'm all stretched out, hurting abused. One touch will change my life. through this storm breeze. No strength to fight, no tears to cry. In this I try, but still my soul refuses to die. One touch will change my life. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn in pieces. It's my offering. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there alone to gaze upon you glory and sing to you the stars. Pour the wind away. We keep making mistakes. The glory is not for us, it's out for you. Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering. Leave me at the throne. Leave the grave alone to gaze upon the glory and turn to this time. Take me to the king. Take me to the king. Take me to the king. Take me to the king.
I need some beautiful.
Let's go to our judges. Eric?
I feel that was very good, by the way. But I feel though, here's the thing, there's certain songs that naturally also compare to the original, right? And it is a strong song. And I felt that your starting notes for each phrase was powerful, but then you kind of died off at the end, just vocally. And I think maybe it's a strong song, but yeah. It was like it's just the ending notes. And it's just when it got to the higher notes, I'm just like, now I'm thinking of time again. Right? So job well done. I'm just a little bit concerned with maintaining. Maybe that's a breathing thing, maybe that's a vocal training thing, but it's just those ending notes. So it's really strong starting, but we gotta be mindful of maybe having enough breath to finish those lines.
Thank you, Jeremy. Tamara?
This is a tough song. Um, so the beginning of the song is very deep chest sound, and then she moves into a big, thick chest belt with different wrinkles and runs and different parts. Um, and so the song itself, genre-wise, I like how you made it your own. You have a huge range. Like it's crazy how low you can go and how high you can go. You are gifted with the range. And a lot of people have maybe 7 and 9 notes max. You've obviously got a minimum of 2 octaves, if not more. So that's incredible.
Thank you.
Now, I want to add to this. With that range, we need to hone in your pitch, your ability to stay in key, and your ability to hit. So you're hitting all these things all over the place, but you're just a smidge off the majority of those runs and the majority of those highlights, just a smidge. And I'm going, oh, she's so talented. We just gotta get it back into that, within the lines. So I really want to encourage you, no matter what happens today or whatever happens in the competition, put the effort into training so that you can stay in the lines, because if you can't, oh my goodness. Like your range is insane. It's so huge and amazing. But your ability to control the stay in key and in pitch is just needs a little bit of tweaking. Okay? So be encouraged, but know you've got some little bit of growth to go. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great job, Christelle. I think most times when we listen to these songs like the Tamala Man, Tasha Cobbs, these guys, it's easy to get carried away and like, oh, it's powerful. But then when you're listening to a song, especially if you're going to do it and in a competition, it's very important that you're listening to the dynamics. Because, as just a listener, you don't hear all that. But when you're working and you're analyzing the song to do it, it's important that we're minding that this song has dynamics to it. Because I found like for the verse, it just felt like the same thing, over and over again. But of course, when you get to the high notes, that's was beautiful. So I think just make sure that you put some work into, bringing out the best in your voice because you have a very beautiful voice and you picked a good song that works for your range and you did a phenomenal job. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. Thank you so much, Christelle.
Awesome. The next up is the Maranatha Duo. I would like the ladies come up. All right, we're going to be singing Believe Famous by Tori Wells. So we're featuring John. Tell us why you chose it.
Oh, it was just a song because it really highlights the power and the glory of God. We know that God is able to do so many things, and this song just really celebrates and kind of worships how amazing God is for us and asking Him to reveal Himself to us.
Well, that's awesome. We look forward to your performance. Thank you.
There is no me. There is no doubt, 'cause I see your faithfulness, my fortress over and over. I have a hope, I have strength, always your faithfulness, my fortress over and over. You make way for me through the fire. What you are famous for, what you are famous for, shine from bring out the light and do what you are famous for, what you are famous for. I believe in you, I believe in you. Release your love, it's time unleash your power for all to see. Spirit, come and fall on us over and over. Walking through the fire, do what you are famous for, what you are famous for. Bring out the light, do what you are famous for, what God has faith in me. Yes, for me. Lord, you will never fail. Your name is powerful. Your word is control. I stand on in you. God, I lift me your faithfulness, my fortress, over. Let's go to our judges, Lillian.
Oh my goodness, who chose that song out of the two of you?
I suggested it, we both kind of just decided that's the song.
Yeah.
Okay,
I love this.
okay, beautiful song. I mean, I'll leave the vocal part for tomorrow, but I'm more into performance, and that's a song. You're young. I didn't feel the vibe, especially at a point I felt like you were glued to that spot. What's your name, sweetie? Yeah, I felt like you were glued to that spot. What's your name, sweetie?
Oh, Elise?
Yeah, you really tried. I could tell you wanted to dance, but of course you don't want to do like you're outshining the other person. I almost want to split you guys at this point, let you go separate and see each person's personality because I felt like she wants to do, go and you're young. Like this is a vibing song. I would be up there jumping around from one end to the other because I think maybe part of it is by just standing there, it helps you stay grounded with your voice. But as a singer, as an artist, as a performer, you need to be able to move around and still hold your key and your tone and all that. So beautiful song, sounded amazing, but the performance part was missing for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. Eric?
Yeah, similar to what Lily was saying. This one made it a bit harder to like watch as a duo. I found myself watching them and watching right. Um, yeah, it was. I mean, sang the song well, but it just seemed like you weren't together. Like, and it's not that anything was bad. It's just that you had one interpretation of the song. And you like wanted to bust loose. With being a duo, we're seeing it as a team. We're seeing it as even if we do different things, it still complements each other. But vocally, yeah, we still have to work on the harmony. Um, but it's just a bit risky right now. In my opinion.
Can I go for one sec for you tonight? Lyrics in the song, take me to the, is it to? Yes, walking through the fire, take me through the water. Take me through the water. I just wanted to interject this because I was thinking this too. And my thought was, I would grab my partner's hand and go, take to, and then the partner would then bring me to the other end of the stage, just kind of to give a little bit more rather than standing on the spot. That was just, it was going through my head, take me to. So that was just for me, Tamara.
I love duets. There are a lot of duet songs that are available on Spotify. And um, I think when you pick a soloist song or two soloists who aren't actually doing it like a duet, you miss the power of duet, right? There is beauty in the harmonies and the movement and the intertwining of it all over the place. And I absolutely love that sound. So if you guys make it through, I know that I've assigned a song that is a duet already, and you need to own the duet piece of it, right? If you're gonna do the duet, you gotta own the duet, not just like a sing along with each other kind of back and forth. Um, so a couple of things. You've got some really, really pretty harmonies. And then you've got some harmonies where you start off on the right note and then by the end of the line you're off. And then you start on the right note and at the end of the line you're off. And that was common. I'm gonna say probably 30% of the song. You had where you start off in the right place and then by the end you'd be off. So I really want to encourage you. Can you hear yourselves? Like, can you hear yourselves up there? Like when you're singing? So can you hear your sister?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that's what's important, because if when you're a duet, when one person starts to go off, you actually can follow each other. And like even when I'm following a worship leader and I'm the backup singer, I would follow them wherever they go when it's their turn to lead. And that means if their run is just gonna be a little off, I'm gonna follow it and then pop off versus singing the wrong note. And so I want to encourage you to really learn to follow each other as that duet piece and to flow with each other. Because right now it was kind of like two singers just singing, tag teaming back and forth, right? Just tapping, it's almost like you're giving each other high five, your turn, high five, your turn. And I think there's just so much more you could do musically with the duet and the power of the duet. Okay? Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Dave Richmond. Dave, if you'd like to join us on the stage. Hi, Dave. Dave is going to be singing Untitled Hymn by Jamie Grace. Dave, would you like to tell us why you chose this song?
We chose this song because no matter what your highs and lows, God's always calling you to go to Him when things aren't going right. So.
We'll look forward to your performance. Thank you, Dave.
Lost and left to die. No razor love is passing by. Come to Jesus, come to Jesus, come to Jesus and now your burdens lifted and carried far away. And precious blood has washed away the stain. Sing to Jesus, sing to Jesus, sing to Jesus and live. Perfect when you're born, baby, don't be afraid to crawl. Remember when you walk, sometimes we fall. For Jesus, for Jesus, for Jesus and live. Sometimes the way is lonely and seek and feel the pain. So if your sky is dark and pours the rain,
Fly to Jesus. Fly to Jesus. Fly to Jesus and me. And when the loss feels over and music fills the night, and now you can't contain the joy inside. Dance for Jesus, dance for Jesus, dance for Jesus. Just go in peace and love on glory's side. And fly to Jesus, fly to Jesus, fly to Jesus, and we oh, fly to Jesus, yes, fly to Jesus, fly to Jesus, and awesome. Let's go to Tamara.
Hey, Dee. So it was great to hear you belt it more. And sometimes you stay away from those belts in the past. So it was really great to see you try the belts and you were very successful. They sounded great. I put in here powerful belts, good key, and solid key change in the middle. There were some little runway ones that were and I love how you're growing. Now, when you're hitting belts, remember to breathe with your diaphragm so that you push with your diaphragm and not your throat. Because when you push with your throat, our faces tend to turn a little red because we're, pushing so hard. And a couple times, but I just know you that when you breathe deep, it'll just be more freedom and it'll be even better than it was. So I want to encourage you because I'm really proud of the growth that you've done. And this was probably the best I've heard you sing so far. So congratulations.
Thank you, Tamara. Barry?
Yeah, not much more to add to what you're saying. For me personally, there's this thing you would do at the end of each phrase where I don't know when it was make this noise. I'm not saying it was distraction, but it just it kind of took away from you singing that note out, right? So I think maybe it's like maybe what's Mary was saying, breathing thing where just let the note, let that whole phrase free out. But there was just this noise, I just didn't know what it was. But I like the purity of your voice. Like Tamara said, it's probably the best we've heard you. So you've taken each advice and grown. So best of luck to you.
Thank you, Barry. Lillian?
Hey, Dave, thank you. I think you did a great job. The only thing I would say is just make sure you're pronouncing your words. I think we talked about that. Because if you didn't know the song, you wouldn't know what you're saying, something to Jesus. You wouldn't know what the first word really is. I don't know if everybody knows
Yeah.
what the first word is. And you repeated it so many times that,
What was it?
exactly. What is the first word? It's fly, right? I know because I asked you in rehearsal, but I don't think other people would have known that that's what you were saying. So always think of the listener in mind when we're singing, that we're not, people know what we're singing, because that's the message of the song, right? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
I know I had to ask him in the right way, so what's Jesus?
Back to us, has been in Rejoice Alberta previously, so it just goes to show, at first you don't succeed, you come back and you try again, because we've got such knowledgeable coaches here, and there's a lot that they can learn from. Next up, we're welcoming Nife. We've seen this song of my favorite artists. So Nife is going to be singing Never Lost by CC Winans, and tell us why you chose this song.
Um, for me, I struggled with some hard times in my life when I felt like my faith was wavering, and I would always be questioning God, why is this happening to me? Why can't it happen the way I want it to happen? So this song speaks to like he never loses. So sometimes I may feel like the things aren't going my way. It's going in his way, and he has a plan, and he never loses.
Wow.
And
Fun word. We're looking forward to your performance. Thank you. Nife.
Thank you. Miracles can do such an easy thing to do. Your hand is moving me right down. You are still showing up at the table of the guys of us. Your voice is calling me out. And right now, I know you're able. And my God, come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. Everything's possible by the power of the Holy Ghost. A new wind is blowing right now. Breaking down all the stones, taking over like Jericho. And my walls are all crashing down. And I know you're able. My God, you come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. You can do all things. Oh, yeah. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. You never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. You never will. You never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. Never. You can do all things okay. You can do everything else. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. You can do things. Oh, you can do 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. I know, you never will. No, I know you never will. I know, you never will.
Let's go to Lillian first.
Great job, Mayfair. Um, I think you did a beautiful job with this song. I just felt like I would have wanted a little bit more eye contact with the audience. I felt like I don't know what was on that side. At the point, I wanted to do. Is the lyrics there? Is there somebody telling her what to do on that side? I know sometimes it's nerves, but we've always taught people if you don't have to look into people's eyes awkward, but look above their heads, and just look this way. We're all on this side, so that's for me one thing that was missing. But I know you hear the rest. Good job.
All right.
Yes, it's weird because everybody's different. And we encourage stage presence, but as Lillian was saying, you get kind of, it's almost where you kind of wish you stayed more central. Because the song is a ministering song. And you have a strong voice, but I will say this. From the time the music starts, whether it's a band, whether it's track, just be alert, ready to go. So what happens is like you didn't really focus until you were ready to sing. Um, here's what, can I say sucks in the church? Here's what sucks, is that your voice is really strong, but the minute that you go to an area where you didn't hit the note, that's what we remember the most. And not as judges, just as people part of it. There's a part where you try to, who sings this song?
CC one.
CC. There's a part, I don't know if that's what she does, but there's a part that you went there and you didn't quite nail it. So now it's all remembering, right? So you gotta be careful that everything, and different people will tell you different things. They'll tell you to learn the song exactly how it is. I'm a musician that believes that you still have to make it your own. I should know what the song is, but still make it your own. If you're not comfortable, or if you feel that you can't, there's certain things you just don't show up. Or it's nicer when you make it. But in terms of this, like Tamara will help fix those vocals. But in terms of the stage, yeah, it was so weird because you were doing everything right, but I didn't feel connected at all. I didn't feel we were in the same room. Just your eyes were everywhere. And again, it can be nerves, and it's not to knock you. It's just be aware of this audience and people. Again, I'll tell us till cows come home. People want to feel a part of what you're doing. They don't want. Not everybody's just coming to watch you sing. They want to be a part of it. That's key. That to take away from here. Every time you sing, just think. People not only want to watch you, they want to be a part of what you're doing.
Thank you.
Karen.
I wrote down the word wow. That's my musical transition. Wow. Girls, that is not the same girl that sang me a couple weeks ago. Dude, that was really good. Like their vocal chops, there was very cool tones, there were some great runs, some really solid belts. When you went to that falsetto or the head note belt, man, right? You caught that, man. Okay. There were parts where you would start a run and then you weren't finishing off the note. So you would do the run and then when you hit the note that's the bottom note of the chord progression, you would do the zoom off of it. And I don't know if it's that you're losing air or if you were stylistically imitating something, but it made it sound like the run was off. Yet it was all on until that last note. Okay. And then you were pacing, like, I think you wore in a line, like that when you're standing, where because you just kind of paced back and forth, and that's kind of a nerve thing. So one of the tricks you can do is you set yourself on a couple of points on the floor, and you aim for those points. So you might stand in the middle, and then at some point in the song, you'll move over to the side. And then you'll actually shift back to the middle And then you'll shift back over here, and if you set yourself points and you kind of think through where you're gonna move, you won't do the nervous, you know, pacing that you were doing on there. So besides that, I wrote the word wow. So I think you did a great job. Kudos.
And so we have Haley Blackwood. Like to come to the stage. It's my lucky night tonight. We get another CC1, so. Haley, can you please tell us why you chose the song Believe for it?
I chose it because it is such a powerful song. And just when I see it, I just get into it and I just, like, the lyrics are so good. That God can move the immovable and break the unbreakable because he's such a good and powerful God. And, we gotta have that faith to believe for that.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Awesome. And would you pull sing it?
Sure, now we come to just.
They say this mountain can't be moved. They say these chains will never break. But they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is no way through. We've heard that time will never change. They haven't seen what you can do. There is power in your name. So much power in your name. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. We know that hope is never lost. Yeah, for there is still an empty grave. God, we believe no matter what, there is power in your name. So much power in your name. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Yes, we do. You are the way when there seems to be no way. We trust in you, God, you have the final say. Yes, you are Jesus. You are the way when there seems to be no way. You trust in you, God, you have the final say. Breaking, unbreakable. You believe, God
All right, let's go to Mary.
So good. So you're the first person that's got people out here singing at me. So comforting. And that's what we're looking for when you perform. It's not just sounding good, but it's connecting with the people where they're cheering you on and you know, oh, yeah. But they're also singing along and feeling it. And that's when you've hit beyond I'm performing to I'm connecting. Right? Because that's why we do as musicians. When I can stand on stage and I can sing and sound pretty, okay, that's nice. So we got 100 million other people out in the whole world. But if I can stand and sing and tell my story, and the people are feeling it, and they're singing along, or they're worshiping, or they're connecting, that is why we as musicians do what we do. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Okay, I wrote down a couple things. Still, once again, I would say when you're walking around a bit, I would be a little more strategic. Some of it's nervous energy.
Yeah.
So think it through a bit and kind of, you don't choreograph it, but if you put some thought into it, then you won't nervously do your thing, right? The other piece I hear is you were going into some of your belts, you held them, which is wonderful, but I saw you shift from your diaphragm to your throat a few times. And then there was 2 runs that you did were off. But if you had just breathed before and not push your throat, you would have been off. Okay? I thought you did a fantastic job. Kudos.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamara. Very good.
No piano tonight, I think. And it's funny because your speaking voice alone is like amazing. So if you couldn't sing that, that would really suck. But um, but that's exactly what I was always looking for. Like from the top, you control the song, you own it, make it your own.
It didn't sound like gospel. It sounded like yours.
Yeah, something like yours. And to
Took
be
a gospel song and made it yours.
yes. So continue to be unique in that. And yeah, the nervous part and walking around. Here's the funny thing, because when I deal with worship teams, it's again, I've told everybody this. People want to feel a part of it, but also they want to see that you're in worship. And you brought that. There was a time where you closed your eyes and you could tell you were in the zone and it was genuine from your heart. And we can't teach worship, right? We can teach stage presence, we can teach vocals and all that kind of stuff, but very strong, very strong. And remember to just stay humble and you'll grow outside of here. You'll see, we'll hear you on the radio and all that stuff. Just stay humble.
Yes.
Very key. I know it sounds so cliche, but you got a strong voice, and yeah, just see how far you go.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Barry. Lillian?
Oh my God, we're so glad you're here. See, trying to do a video, you can't. There's no way you can replicate live performance. The energy, I was singing with you the whole time. Forget about being off or not. I couldn't be bothered. I wanted to pick up my mic and just sing with you. Barry was playing. He went from playing the keys to playing the drum at some point. Tamara was writing, but I'm sure she was singing too. It was so good, so good. I mean, and I know like this girl has a cold. Like, yes. That's why when you came in, I was like, oh my God, please help her. Did you try some of those things? Did you do the lovely? Yeah. Glad you're here. Because I was looking at my phone going, she's gonna text me. She can't make it today. I was praying for you. So glad you're here. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Just keep going. Great job.
Thank you so much, guys. What we'll go right now is that the voting is now open. So you can go to www.rejoicealberta.ca and you'll just have to take a look in the toolbar. There is a page there to vote. So voting is now open. Next up, we're going to have Melissa Barnes. Melissa? Awesome. Welcome. Beautiful. So you chose Not Guilty by Mandisa. What was the reason that you chose that song?
Yeah, well, when I first heard the song,
Oh,
Is the mic on?
Mike.
The mic?
Michael?
when music here just.
Is your mic on?
Oh, sorry. Hi, can you hear me?
Okay.
I'll start over. So anyway, when I first heard the song, I was just so in awe. The music, the lyrics, just so beautiful. It's just an amazing redemption song that talks about God's unconditional love, His forgiveness, His grace, and promise of salvation. And the song just touches my heart so deeply, and moves me to tears.
Good luck. We look forward to it.
Stand accused. There's a list of my own, all my sins, and everything that I've done wrong. I'm so ashamed. There's no way left for me to hide. This is the day I must answer for my life. My fate is in the judge's hands. But then he turns to me and says, I know you, I love you, I gave my life to you. The pain of Christ, but mercy, my burdens not guilty. Can't begin to comprehend what kind of grace it takes to place of all my sins. I stand in awe. Now that I've been set free, as it takes well, as I stand in the cross, as it should be to me. My fate is in the next of hands. He's the rest in my body and says, I love you, I love you, I can't come to save you. The pain of Christ will mercy. My burdens not used. I'm falling to my knees today. With everything I have, I praise you. For all the words you said. No, you. I gave my life to save you. The kingdom of Christ, of mercy, my promise, not easy. Love came from Christ from the sea. God's guilty. God's guilty.
So, okay, let's go to Tamara.
Well, girl, you got beautiful voice, and your range is insane. Like hitting up those notes, and I can tell that you listened and you made sure with the runs and simplified that. So thank you, thank you, thank you, because I got to hear more of you. I know you can sing. I know you write. So I want to push you on a couple things, okay? I want to challenge you. First of all, I don't think this was the right song for you. And the reason why was because the way you approached it reminded me of a bit more of musical theater, where it was like some talk singing and the vibrato was very, very present. And yet I know what you do. When I knew it was Black History Month, I was excited.
Yeah.
You specifically, thinking, what is she gonna pull out of her hat?
Mhm.
What is she gonna do to nail this thing? Because you, out of all of our singers, you know, like I know that you've got Whitney influences,
Mhm.
and I was very, very, very excited to hear. And this isn't quite what I thought. Now, did you sound pretty? Yes. Did you do a good job? Yes. Was it what you could do? No. And I wasn't looking for runs and whistles all over the place. I was just looking for something that felt authentic. I don't know if that makes sense. It felt kind of performancey. It felt like I wrote down the word kind of Disney. And yet I know what you can do. And so I want to push you because I want you to find your real thing, your real voice, your real tones versus performing or just trying to do what Whitney says or trying to do what Mariah did. Because I feel like, Melissa, you've got something in there that you have no idea really what it is yet. You're really, really good at imitating. But what is Melissa's?
Mhm. Mhm.
What is Melissa's talk? What is Melissa trying to say to us?
Everything.
Right? And I don't feel like I heard that from you today. I saw a performance by Melissa on a song that's very old that didn't showcase what I know. So if you make it through, I want you to push yourself. And I've already assigned a song that has zero vibrato, except on the line, zero runs on purpose. Now, do you know how to pull your vibrato out? You guys okay if I take a moment?
Yeah. Please.
Do you know how to pull your vibrato out?
Can you demonstrate for me with the thing?
Okay, so right now, you're going, I love you. Right? I want you to go, I love you. I need you.
So just completely take the vibrato.
I know, yeah. So I throw it in on a word or a pause and I throw it into an end. Zero vibrato, because that's what makes it contemporary.
Mhm.
The vibrato on everything sounds Disney
Mhm.
or musical theater. Like if I'm doing Christine, right? Or the thoughts of the opera inside my mind. Musical theater, right? But so that's the texture, the genre feel you brought to this song. Okay, and she's kind of gospel pop, Mendy says, or was. Okay? So I want you to just take the chorus, 0 vibrato. None. I know you. I love you. I gave my life. Okay. So good. So much better. Can you guys hear the difference already? Yes. Okay. Now we have to fix something. I gave my life. Musical theater Disney. So wait. I gave my life. Yeah, or it's just one little note, not a whole. Keep it simple and clean. Try it again.
Oh, the I gave my life.
Yep. I gave my life. Better. Now you're still right life. Right? No, it's not. That's impossible in you. I gave my life. I gave my life. Better, but you're still my life. No, it's life. Life. I gave my life. Better, but you're still like, I pull out that, it's life.
Can we just try it just straight if I can go?
Yeah.
Good.
I gave my life. Yeah.
Better.
Try it one more time. I gave my life.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
I'm taking the classical Disney feel out of your tone, and I'm now moving into contemporary.
Okay.
Which is how we reach this generation. Right? If our goal is to share the gospel, we need to be able to do it in a way that non-Christians and Christians will go, oh, wait a minute, what was that? Right? We've got to clean it up and not be stuck.
Okay.
So if you make it through, no more Disney, no more that, and keeping it, become you, pull off some of these little layers that you've added in to imitate, kind of go down towards Sandy Patty. With the tones that you're doing, and as we know, that's 1980s, right? That is not 2026. So we gotta clean it up and make you, influential.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, thank you. Eric, did I see that?
Not really much to that, but we've seen that, even from the first performance, like basically Tamara, this is probably her best advice you give. Good job.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've seen that you are, I hate to use the word trainable. That's not a good word, that's just a personal good advice. But you're adaptable in the sense of less is more, you figured that out. But the key thing that Tamara touched on is that you don't want when somebody listens to you, the first thing is you sound like somebody else, right? So it's now we find that, how do you, because we know you have the voice. We know you have the look, we know you have all that. Now, how do you make it your own? So I appreciate you taking the criticism from last time and, less is more.
It's not criticism, it's coaching.
Coaching.
I love criticism. Just coaching. But yeah, the less is more, because as a listener, again, we want to hear your pure voice, not that you sound like somebody. Yeah.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's Tamara's business. It's called Pure Voice because she has a passion to bring out the pure voice. And honestly, she said everything I wrote down. I was happy you went to her first step because I was like, oh my God, I just wanted someone else to say, just to be sure that I was also, in the right frame. Honestly, felt like I was listening to someone else. And my thing is, we want to find Melissa's voice, and again, to be honest, when I saw your song choice, I didn't want to influence anybody's song choices. I felt like there was a lot of songs you could have taken and run with, but it's not.
Whitney songs,
Yeah,
question.
there's a lot of songs like even CC, like CC has a lot of songs you could have taken and done. So my biggest thing for you right now is tonight, I didn't feel like you connected with the audience. Yeah, I didn't connect with the song or with you singing the song. And that was just hard for me because I know what you can do. And I do miss that part of Melissa. So again, I'm hoping that with the next song, if you do make it to the next round, that we would see the Melissa that we all know and love and know can sing better than this. Thank you for coming
Thank you.
tonight.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Judy. Judy, if you'd like to make your way onto the stage. Hi, Judy. So Judy is going to be singing Excess Love by Mercy Chenwell.
Yes.
So,
So recently I've been relearning the death of Christ. And it's just like one of those things that lives in you again, that Jesus didn't have to come. But he came anyways. We walked to him, but yet he died for us. And now you get to learn the body of Christ all over again. If you realize it's excess, it's more than what we know in this world.
awesome, awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you. Your love is kind. Your love is patient. You fill my heart with so much peace and joy. You're amazing. You make my life feel brand new. Jesus, you love me too much. Jesus, Jesus, you love me too much. Sing everybody, lift your voice and sing your love. It's amazing, your grace is amazing, your love is amazing, your grace is amazing. I don't know what it is,
Thank you, Judy. Go over to Tamara.
Oh. I forgot. Sorry about that. So first of all, I absolutely love your dancing. And I can see you started and then you stopped and then you started and then you stopped just over. Just do your thing. That's how music is moving you, then that's what you do. Right? Be authentic, be real, do who you are there. When you were hitting like when you were in the part where you were just passionate and kind of the belts, I was feeling your passion and excitement. Um, Now, as far as the notes, I don't know the song, but from what I can tell with the chord progressions, we were off a bit. So sometimes I don't know if it's because the monitors and you can't hear that bass notes and you can find the chord progression in it. But I want to encourage you that no matter what happens, one of the things you can do is when you are learning a song, you want to follow the singer and lose your voice in their voice so that you can't tell the difference when you're learning a song. So that way, when you move them away, you can still get that melody in line. Because there were parts where I could tell just by the melodic line of the song that we weren't quite where the music was going. And I think it was just because we were in a semitone above or below. Now, because of the way the music is written, you can hide in that. And people will feel it, and it's one of those songs that you just can't not move to, right? But I just want you to encourage you that when you're learning a song, don't worry about being a soloist. Focus on losing your voice in the same songs. You can't tell the difference. So that when you move that vocalist away, you can still carry it.
Yeah.
And then add your own sound and your own piece to it. But learn it really cleanly first, okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Tamara. Jerry?
Yeah, I agree.
He's gonna say, I agree with Tamara.
I agree with Tamara. Always agree with Tamara. That's how you keep your job. No, the energy. I love the energy. Definitely made it your own. It was passionate. You know, if there was no sound, I'd still be intrigued by what's happening. Yes, we did hear though the notes that sometimes, and maybe it was like maybe it's like she said you didn't hear it, or maybe you're just sometimes so passionate that that push that helps you makes you lose or not hit that note. But I love your energy, and I know you have a strong voice, and it just could be the song choice. But
Lillian?
Great song choice. I think it was different from what we've seen you do. The last time it was more of those slow songs. So it was very good. Like I was surprised you picked a song that was a bit more up tempo. Didn't know you could dance. So it was very impressive seeing this because you didn't really dance at rehearsal. I wish, like Tamara said, that you had done the full dancing, backflips, the whole shebang, taking off your shoes, throwing it at the audience, without hitting someone's head. That's how you do it. If you're gonna do it, that's an African song. So if you're gonna do it right. Take it the whole 9 yards. I didn't like the ending, and I think you and I have talked about this. You have a very unappealing way of ending songs, and you need to work on that. If you do make it this time, you really need to end your songs well. If you had more time, you could have done another line of that song and finished it in a very clean way. So, and or you can get us to sing, hey, I was here dancing. Barry started drumming from the beginning, right? There's so many beautiful ways you could have ended that song. So you didn't do justice at the end. But overall, beautiful, beautiful song. Thank you.
Thank you, Lillian. Okay, we have our final performance of the night by
Play that song together. It's a beautiful
Renee
song.
Sessions on stage. And Renee is going to be singing Testimony by Terrain. Can you tell us why you
I
chose
thought
this
she was playing the.
I think I chose it partly because of my requirements, but also because I think that there's this call on every Christian's life that we share about God and about what He's done in our life, and so this song kind of speaks to that call in your lives. So yeah, that's why I chose it.
Great. And it's really nice to see you live here. Last time we saw you on video, so this time just performing live for us. So good luck.
Thank you. This is the moment where everything turns. Didn't think I would see it. It's hard to believe. Heaven crashes. read the stories of all that you've done. You parted the sea and set out the spring in the fire. I am a living, breathing, broken testimony. I am the living proof of what the Lord has done. They call it crazy, but they can't take away my story. 'Cause I am a living, breathing, walking testimony. She said, I wouldn't make it, that I should give up. They didn't know that the God that I serve is more than enough. I am a living, breathing, walking testimony. I am the living proof of what the Lord has done. They call it crazy, they can't take away my story. 'Cause I am a living, breathing, walking testimony. Look what the Lord has done. Look what the Lord has done. All the enemy thought he could, but the Lord he has used it for good. Oh, look what the Lord has done. Oh, look what the Lord has done. When the thieves tried to steal and destroy, the Lord gave me a hand of joy. I'm living, breathing, walking testimony. I am the living proof of what the Lord has done. They call it crazy, they can't take away my story. 'Cause I am living, breathing, walking testimony. Oh, this I am living, breathing, walking testimony. Okay, let's go to Tamara.
That was beautiful. Um, you totally took that song and made it your own genre. Because that is not the way the song sounds or is written. The tempo, even the movements, it's totally different. And then the mashup in there is totally yours. And it's beautiful. I love some of the jazzy chord progressions in there with the minors. And then you pop up there and put something unique in it to make it your own. It doesn't sound like a movie recording of this one at all, which is crazy cool, because I wouldn't have thought it was the same song, because it was just so unique, but it was absolutely beautiful. Um, there, there's a couple thoughts that I have. Some of the high notes are just stunning, and they're beautiful. Um, Technically, and when you're a singer, your chin needs to go down. And because you're probably sitting at the piano and you lean in, your chin goes out a lot. So technically, you have two options. One is you can push the microphone a little bit back so you stand up more versus leaning in a bit. Or, and that will hopefully, if you put your chin, they'll bump into it. So of course, it's kind of like a reverse psychology thing when you're doing it, which is a lot of piano players and guitar players do that. The other piece could be is because you're sitting down, you're not breathing deep enough to your diaphragm, so you're having to contort this a bit to be able to create some of those sounds. Sounds beautiful, but the longevity of that, if we don't get that technical piece, you won't be able to do a full gig. You'll lose your voice halfway through gigs, or you might get, like when I was singing wrong years ago, at the beginning, I might get through, there'd be 3 45-minute sets. By the time I hit my end of the third, I'm like, oh dear, I'm gonna be pushing. So then I convert to my throat to be able to do the same techniques. And like I was doing a lot of it down, and I'd be having to move to my throat to be able to continue my theater down, which is never good. Okay, because then you can't really talk for 2 days after the gig, which is not what any of us want. So just be aware of that, because what you're doing is very cool. The other piece I thought of is, I want to caution you. I want, how do I say this? Because I don't want you to change who you are. I don't want to change who you are. But too much of certain sounds becomes extraordinarily limiting. So if you do a whole EP and it all has that slow, jazzy feel to it, that coffee shop feel, it'll be great for coffee shops, but radio will probably pick it up. I have a song that they couldn't decide where to put it. And so it's still on Stingray, but it's all coffee house, right? And so it's very limiting when you stick to like, so when you hit the belts and the runs, now you give some more movement. So I would encourage you that when you're doing it to think about how you can add movement to the song so it doesn't all sound the same. It was stunning. But if you gave me an EP of everything sounding like that, add about 2 songs in, I'll be going, what else is on? That was beautiful, but I wonder what else is on. So I want to challenge you just as an incredible musician, just to don't be scared to fly a little bit out, to color outside the lines that you have that are instinctual to you. Because I don't want you to change. I just want you to expand a bit so that you're not pigeonholed. Make sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. That was it. Fantastic.
Tamara, very good.
That's exactly how I was feeling. In terms of what we just heard, I loved it. Amazing. Piano wasn't a distraction. The amount of musicians we've seen, you could tell that the piano we complemented the piano. There was no clashing. Strong voice, but again, I can only judge based off today. Amazing. But halfway through, as Tamara was saying, I was saying, I wonder what she sounds like here. And it's so weird. I mean, very strong, beautiful voice. But I never thought about that with another contestant, only because it's so weird. Because I'm like, that's so flawless, that's so great. But my mind's saying, I wonder how she'd sound on something else. And again, you cannot tell an artist, don't do that, because that's
No, it's
beautiful.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's so beautiful. And that just how you sing, how you write, how you arrange, amazing. My curiosity is kicking in now. I'll be like, all right, up tempo, how is that gonna be type of thing. And that's unfair to you, but it is a competition. But like what I just saw, what I just heard
Yeah,
was
incredible.
incredible. Yeah, I can't critique that.
Thank you, Marion. Lillian?
Just amazing. That's what I wrote down. But I think what we're trying to say is that the point of a competition, and just to be clear in the room, we're not telling people not to be themselves. We're not really trying to change people. We're just wanting to see how versatile anybody is as an artist. Because as an artist, you need to be able to reach different generations, different people with your song. It's okay to be true to who you are 70% of the time, but there has to be a 30% where you would come out of that. And I think that's what we're trying to tease out through the competition is if we told you to go, maybe a church was having a concert and you were supposed to go represent in a predominantly Black church, how are you gonna do that? You know what I mean? So I think we're just trying to see what happens. Tomorrow sang at my mom's funeral and people from all over the world related to me. They were calling me, oh my God, who's this person? Because every song she did, they could relate with it. And that's what we're trying to tease out of every one of you tonight. We're not saying change who you are. We just want to see something different, beautiful, amazing. But I would have wanted not to have you behind the piano because I've seen it twice already. So just that's.
So do you know who Android dating is?
Oh, SK said the same thing to her in rehearsal.
I'm like, so Andrew Day has similar tones and sound, but an entirely different genre. So do like a case study on her.
Yeah.
And just as an example of how what you're doing can expand outside, just because I told him that last week. I wrote it down and I passed the note to him and said, I'm okay, Jeremy with Android Day. But what I want you to do is just see how you can color outside the lines a little bit with that. Does that make sense? Don't change you.
No.
We love
Yeah.
you. God loves you. He gave you this incredible talent. We just want to stretch you a little bit so that you have a bigger influence versus a very limited influence. Does that make sense? Yeah. And if you're going to record, I want you picked up on reading, right? So like I want to help you get to that piece. Because I had to change the way I read from the second song, and then it got picked up on radio all over the place. But I had to tweak it just a bit, so it's me, but it communicated that differently. That makes sense. Yeah. Cool. Good job.
So just a reminder of who we are voting for, I'm just going to call these contestants back on the stage very briefly. And then we're going to go ahead, the voting is open. As I've said, you can go to www.rejoicealberta.ca and vote. So we can bring up Savannah.
You can go. We'll meet you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ife Sinache. Julia Gonzalez. Jaislo. Christelle. The Maranatha Duo. Dave Richmond. Ife. Haley Blackwood. Melissa Mars. Judy and Renee. So against Savannah here, she did Overcomer by Mandisa. Ife Sinache did Final Word by Sinache. Julia did Break Every Chain by Tasha Cobbs. Jaso did Omena by Chandler Moore. Christelle did Take Me to the Cake by Tamala Band. The Maranatha duo did Believe Famous For by Torn Wells featuring Jen Johnson. Dave here did Untitled Hymn by Janie Grace. Buffet did Never Lost by CC Winans. Haley did Believe For It by CC Winans. Melissa here did Not Guilty by Mandisa. Judy did Excess Love by Mercy Chinwo. And Renee did Testimony by Terry. Let's give them a warm round of applause. Remember that the voting is open, and we're just gonna take a quick break and be able to tabulate the votes. So, ladies and gents, would you like to make your way off the stage?
I know we're checking it right now. Yeah, she sounded me. The voting is not working again. I don't know. What's what do you want to
Just tell her that to be honest, we're aware that.
Yeah. Oh,
That
At this time, I'd like to appreciate our sponsors from Rejoice Alberta. Rejoice Alberta is a nonprofit that relies heavily on sponsorship and community participation to bring you high-quality events every year. We want to thank everyone who continues to make this vision a huge success. Our wonderful contestants, our fantastic judges, our audience, our ushers, our backstage crew, and the planning committee. And they forgot me.
you're part of the
Are there
plan.
any pastors, church leaders, or community leaders that are present tonight? If you are, if you could please stand. We'd like to recognize you. And thank you for your contribution to the opinion. Hi, and your name is?
John Ricker.
And your pastor of?
Actually, my camp director at Bay Bible.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and welcome. And who are you supporting tonight?
Renee.
Renee. Awesome. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
That's okay. And your name?
Jeremy Block.
Okay, and you are
At City Life Church.
City.
Ayé ń ṣe Samson website òṣìṣẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ òde ló
Awesome. Is that your daughter?
voting òṣìṣẹ́ yìí ṣe
The
gbogbo ẹ̀.
beautiful talent. And sneak around this side, sir. And you want
Yes.
I'm Jim Early, actually, with the Alliance, so the Lake, but, Chap, with Fire Flood Company.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Welcome. That's awesome. Thank you very much for coming and joining us tonight. We just thank you so much for giving yourselves for the work that you do. Special thanks to our sponsors, God's Embassy, a church that raises families through the word of God, love, faith, and prayers, and having the right attitude towards them. The People's Church that we are in tonight. This is a Bible-believing church filled with people from different nationalities and walks of life. They come together to worship the Lord, and we say, please visit the church website for service days and times. Shine FM, Christian radio station that brings joy and hope to individuals and homes. Shine FM has been
Maybe before the last one. Let me just make sure.
a member of a Rejoice family. Rema Chapel, a parish of Redeemed Christian Church of God, is a dynamic church where praise is enthusiastic, prayer is steadfast, and the preaching is impactful, and the environment is filled with love. Consulting, set your business on a path to success. From branding and positioning, digital marketing, and content generation, we have it all. Whether you are a small local business in Edmonton or a large multinational corporation spanning the globe, we have the expertise and personal touch that will take your business to the next level. Eco Afro Mart, an innovative and vibrant Afro-Caribbean grocery store located on Parsons Road. Our promises to customers include exceptional quality, keen service, and optimum prices. Shopping made easy. The PR Promotions Group is one of the leading edge of social media management. Everything from daily posts to emceeing events, PR Promotions is there to provide a custom experience for you. And Flourish Dental, a dental practice that goes beyond routine dentistry by caring about helping you and your family truly flourish with healthy, confident smiles. Using a personalized approach, they ensure that every visit is comfortable and stress-free. We would like to invite more organizations and individuals to partner with us as sponsors. Your support helps us to create opportunities for these amazing performers and to grow this platform for music. If you would like to be a part of our sponsors, please see one of our crew members or visit our website at www.rejoicealberta.com. become the sponsor.
Yes.
Thank you so much, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
Okay, so we understand that there's something wrong with the website, just so you know, we do have an alternative, document that was created just in case this happens. We're gonna display it, sorry. I'm gonna go back there. I just don't know how I'm gonna go. I-
You don't have the wheelchair?
No, I, I gotta get my kids to bring, no, I gotta get my son to bring my bring my stick, please. Thank you.
Here's the.
Yeah,
Is that by your?
no, 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 wait, wait. Um, Debbie from the side. She texted to you, they wanted to reach out. Huh? She had to reach out to, but she's feeling this place. Huh? Do I have your number? How do you want? But if you want it, my just. Yeah, just. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. Right. Yeah, there's a lot to this. It's like You did. I'm listening to you. I think you're listening to you. Six. Six. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I knew. Sometimes we stop. Yeah, yeah, you can look at what he sees. And he that's me. Got a few of this. Name's still not on there because I think each I don't know if it's like a I have yes, right. Yeah, so I mixed up these two brothers today coffee drinks. It's been a group of people. Some people had to meet this week, and I was getting coffee. But you just want yeah. Yeah, you know, anyways, it's like something it's still that years ago now. Just yeah, that's a long sentence. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Um, It's good. It's good. It's good. So come back to some jazz. There you go. Yikes. Everyone's, everybody's good. Well, there was a couple. There's a great pocket of fun. Yes.
And welcome back. And now we come to the most important part of this competition. First, before we go ahead and have our selections that were read by the online votes and the judges' votes, I'm just going to have the judges speak a word to the contestants. So Tamara?
So last time I gave a quote, and it was a wonderful quote, and it was wrong. So I want to say, whoever corrected me, thank you, I don't remember, but I had said that if you guys remember, Carrie Underwood was an American Idol, and she didn't win, but she actually did win. I was thinking of Jennifer Hudson. And also, I don't know if you know, Lauren Daigle. Lauren Daigle competed in the top 20 twice. And never won. Dan Brennan, he's a Canadian, as also Bill Wickham was another. So I went online and made sure I had my facts right this time. Because I knew what I was thinking, but it didn't come out right. So we're gonna try this quote again. You guys ready?
Yep.
It's not always about who wins. Now, for this competition, it is because you want money so you can record. But, you know, there have been a lot of winners from American Idol, and we couldn't name any of them. Like, if you ask me who's won in the last, I don't know, how many seasons in that, I can't remember who's won. But I can sure tell you the ones who learned, took what they learned, used the network and the experience, and then use that to project and promote and to springboard themselves forward. And they're still in the industry. So whoever wins or loses, it's sometimes all about timing. Right? It could be that maybe it wasn't your night. Because I don't know about you, but I've had nights where I'm saying my nerves about the best of me, and I'm like, oh dear, I have no idea how that happened. You know? So just because you have a bad night doesn't mean you're a bad singer. And it also doesn't mean that you're not called or gifted. It just means you had a bad night. And the last thing I wanted to say was who we are is not how we sing. You are all a child of God. You are loved. He has a purpose and a destiny for every single one of you up there, no matter what it has to do with this contest or not. And that who you are is not defined whether you win or lose, but listening to his voice and being obedient. So I encourage all of you that although we're all going to have emotions, some will win, some will lose, and you'll be sad, realize it does not define you. It doesn't mean that you've lost. It just means not yet. You guys got that? Yes. Cool. Good job to you guys. That was amazing.
Well, I just have to say that you all did a fantastic job tonight, and good luck to all of you. I do have the names here. I'm going to ask you to step forward in groups of three. And the first group is going to be Melissa, Judy, and Renee. And I am very pleased to say that you've made it through to the next round. Go ahead and step off this.
To the side.
The next group is Dave, Haley, and then Maranatha Duo. Dave and Haley, could you step back, please? I'm sorry to say that tonight is your last one. We thank you very much for coming. We thank you very much for joining us, and we hope that you'll come back again. And David, you're moving on to the next round. Next group is J School, Christelle, and Faye. Christelle, could you step back, please? J School and Faye. Pleased to say that you're moving on to the next round. A round of applause for them. I'm sorry, but tonight is your final night, but we do ask you to come back again and try again next time. Thank you. And the final group is Savannah, Ife, and Julia. Tough call for these guys. You're also very good. And Savannah and Julia, if you'd like to step back. Ife, I'm sorry to say tonight is your last night, but we thank you very much for coming and sharing. So moving forward, we have Savannah and Julia, Jay Scope and Ife, Dave and Haley, and Melissa, Judy, and Renee.
Congratulations.
We will be back with Rejoice Alberta on March
Next Saturday
Next.
That's
for the semi-final.
Thank you. All right, perfect. All right,
Next, 28th.
I'm not here the 21st.
Please don't forget
No, we're
to
not doing.
support your artists, and we wish you a very good night and safe travel.
And